It ain't working. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we got going down is we pretty much got all of the wiring done inside the car besides the door locks, the windows, and I think the radio section and accessory section, or instrument panel section. So pretty much what we got going down is we are going to start wiring that stuff up. Now, I told you guys that I was going to wait on this. However, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, man, if I wait, the car will just be sitting with wires hanging everywhere, and I didn't want that to happen. So I decided to pull the trigger on it, man, and by the title on the thumbnail, you could probably guess what it is. So anyways, man, I'm not going to stall y'all out too long because this is going to take, it won't take that long. It won't take that long. I already got the wires already routed. I just got to put them in their place, plug them in, and then plug everything up, and it should be good to go. So anyways, man, before you jump into the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so get a notification every time I drop another video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all, I love Gbodys so much, man. They're so easy to work on, and they're so forgiving too if, you know what I'm saying, you mess something up. The versatility, the parts that come with it, man. Gbody is hands down the best platform ever produced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like my other cars and stuff like that, but Gbodys, man, there's a reason why they're so popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do so many different things to it. So I'm about to flip y'all around, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. So first and foremost, it was massively easy to take out this dashboard, right? So in doing that, it just has all this accessibility. When I did the Dakota on the Impala, I went to try to start, you know what I'm saying, seeing where I could take the dash apart, and oh my goodness, it was totally different. It was a lot more difficult. Didn't end up obviously pulling the dash or anything, and I was able to wire everything up through the cluster. But when I first started and I didn't know that, it just seemed so intimidating. I took all the whole dash out, wired everything up. I know a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm doing, so the instructions are kind of like whatever. So it's going a lot faster, you know what I'm saying? I was able to wire all my stuff up. Also, the painless kit helps because the wires are going directly from the fuse box into the brain, and it tells me which one is which. So, you know what I'm saying, using a little bit of guardrails, but still it's going a lot faster. Also, wiring everything, knowing where everything is supposed to go, is helping me route the wires and not spend time trying to decipher what's going on. But yeah, man, I'm trying to route this as cleanly as possible. So these will be wrapped up in loom, and I'll go ahead and attach that. I think I have everything attached that I need as far as right now. The only thing that's not going to be hooked up completely is the fuel sender and the speedometer, and everything else, it should be good to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hook up a ground wire somewhere, and then after I hook up the ground wire, I'll plug it into the digital gauge. I'll hook up the battery, and we'll see what we got. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll see what's all to it after that. All right, y'all. So we about to see this for the first time. See if it even worked, man. Nope, it ain't working. So I gotta figure out what's going on. Tried to turn it on first try and try to see if it was gonna work, but it ain't working. So let me figure out what's going on, and then yeah, we can go from there. All right, y'all. I had a bad ground. I hooked it up down there where there was a ground wire. So I decided to hook it up right here where the dashboard connects, which I think will be its permanent location. I feel like that makes the most sense. But you can see we're on. You can see fill send, set speed, all that kind of stuff. You can see the time. Obviously nothing else is gonna work because nothing else is hooked up. The fuel sending unit isn't hooked up. The car's not started. There's no oil pressure, and I guess the battery voltage works. So we can see the battery voltage. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. I guess you could see the gauges move, but I don't know if the battery voltage is supposed to stay like that or what. I mean, I guess it's kind of constantly whatever, but when you turn the car off, I feel like it should move. Huh. Anyway, let's see if the turn signals work. Nope. Turn signals ain't working, so we'll have to figure out and investigate all that stuff, man. But I wanted to show y'all that we got power, and yeah, I mean, that's a good sign. So everything that I'm hooking up seemed to be all right, you know what I'm saying? So we know that there's power to the fuse box because obviously everything is turning on. So this little mini fuse thing is hooked up correctly, which, you know, I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be. I also was able to turn on one headlight too, but anyways, man, we got the Dakota in there. And so now what we have to do is we basically have to just hook everything else up, do the wire loom, make it look all nice and pretty, and then I'll just put the lead the Dakota right there. And then once I hook up the fuel sending unit and all the other stuff, I'll go ahead and start calibrating it and stuff like that. That'll be a later video. I also have the fuel sending unit, the speedometer cables and stuff like that, and the speed sensor. And so pretty much I already got the old one out, speedometer cable. I just gotta go under the car and rip it out. Dash took it out already. So all I gotta do is unzip tie it from where it's zip tied at and take it out. And then there's one that's in there that he just put in there to stop it from leaking. And so when I go down in there to take this out, I'll go ahead and put that speed sensor in there in its place, and we'll be good down there. I'm not gonna do any of that until I change the oil and stuff, so I can lift up the car, get under there, knock everything out all at once instead of multiple times. But yeah, man, looks like we're pretty good. Oh, also the big thing, the big thing. So I don't know if you guys remember when we first brought this car home, there was a ticking sound. So when the battery was plugged up, and that also got me kind of thinking to rewire the car too. No more ticking sound. So that's gone, that's a problem fixed. So I could leave the battery hooked up. Obviously I'm not going to right now because there's still loose wires everywhere. But yeah, man, we got that Dakota in there, and now we can keep moving. All right, schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We got so much taken care of, man. We got that Dakota in there. Pretty much everything is pretty much where it needs to be. Everything is hooked up for the Dakota. Obviously everything is not working because we have to, you know, like cycle through the oil and the temperature and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't been able to start the car yet because there's still a little bit that I have to do before that happens. So we won't be able to tell whether all the gauges are working. I'm pretty sure 100% they're working. They're all hooked up though. Also the turn signals, I don't know if they're not working because the flashers aren't in there or what, but the turn signals and everything is all hooked up, just the flashers aren't in the fuse box. But other than that, everything else is all good. I still need to test the dimmer. So when I get all that together and I'm able to see if it dims or doesn't dim when the car starts and stuff like that, then we'll see. But like I said, everything is all hooked up. It's all ready to go. Once I'm done with the dashboard, I'll go ahead and put the Dakota gauges back in there. So pretty much what I'm gonna do with the dashboard is I'm gonna fiberglass it, I'm gonna paint it, and I'm gonna put it back in the car. And then I'll be able to install the Dakota 100%. It'll be in there. I think the wire lengths are pretty good. I didn't really have to cut anything on the Dakota. The fuse box for the Dakota is like right up under the dash, and it's not that far from where the screen is gonna set. So also I do have to cinch down the Dakota. I think I'm gonna just either use Velcro or I'm gonna use like double-sided tape or something, because I don't really want to screw into the firewall. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to screw into the firewall, and then I want to be able to remove it and move it around if I need to, and I don't want to start leaving holes in the car. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty much what I did in the Impala. The Dakota is up under, it's up under the dashboard, where the metal piece under steering wheel goes. And I think I just used double-sided tape to hold it in place because it was like the perfect spot. And I didn't really want to drill into the car, especially if the double-sided tape works. It's pretty light, so it shouldn't go anywhere or move anywhere. That's probably the route I'll take. I'll just cut out the little sound deadening or whatever it is around it and then cinch it down up in there. But yeah, man, like I said, that's gonna do it for this video. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on the Dakota because like I said, I want to go for the more retro, you know what I'm saying, vibe, more retro look. I just wanted to look kind of stock, but more updated with, you know what I'm saying, the lighting and the digital aspect of it and all that kind of stuff, man. So, plus when I took out the gauges, I pretty much ruined all of them, you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of snatching it out because I knew like it wasn't going to go back in there. And there's some type of ticking noise in the old gauges, and I'm not hearing that anymore. So I'm 100% sure it's probably in the gauges somewhere, something malfunctioning or something like that. And that was going on when you had the battery plugged up. It wasn't even with the key in the ignition or nothing like that. It was, if the battery's plugged up, it was ticking. When the car first came home, Dash pointed that out. So this was like a couple months ago or whatever. But anyways, like I said, man, they're in there. They're all wired up, ready to go. It just needs its home. So next thing I'll probably do is I'll probably just start working on, there's a few things we got to do with the wiring. I probably won't go over that. I'll probably just show you guys the whole finished product with everything working, the lights, the tail lights, the headlights, all the lights and stuff like that. The windows, the doors, the dome light and all that kind of stuff. We still got to kind of get inside the car, like the back half of the car and then the door panels and stuff. But other than that, everything else is wired up. Like I said, the headlights, the tail lights, all that stuff is all good. But then, like I said, we're just gonna keep on moving, man. We're gonna keep on moving and doing what we gotta do because this car gotta be out by the summertime. So it's gonna be hella cold this weekend, so there is gonna be absolutely probably no work on the car, just because it's just gonna be too unbearable. We're gonna have like negative temperatures, so yeah. But anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time I drop another video. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.